Okay, I don't know why this is. I don't know, it's different this time, but that's okay. So I thought we would work towards going deeper into a meditative state. So I just wanted to do more moves with the breath, focusing on the breath, and then doing some pranayama, nadi shodhana, the alternate nostril breathing, and just work towards being present in the meditation. Okay. So what inspired this was Chogyam Trungpa's quotation. He says, in the practice of meditation, if there is a temptation to stop paying attention, you bring yourself back. It's like herding a group of cows who would like to cross the fence into the neighbor's field. You have to push them back, but you do it with a certain sense of enjoyment. That's quite a visual with the cows. I love cows. So anyway, we'll just get started with some breathing and go a little deeper into a meditative state. So, oh, there's Debbie made it on there after all. There, her sound. All right, so lifting up through your spinal column, just press down in the sitting bones and reach up like a flower reaching towards the sun. Just let go of superficial tension. If you were working on a job today or handling things that caused a little stress, then just let that melt away from your shoulders and your neck. Become aware of your breath. Try to stay with it for several rounds here. Become aware of any thoughts that come up for you and any emotion. Sometimes when we relax down, things emerge that we've been kind of putting on the back burner. So just checking to see what's going on with you. And emotion can just pass through you. You don't have to wail and gnash your teeth. It's just a matter of awareness of the emotion and allowing it to move through. Now become aware of your body, the sensations around your body. Notice what it feels like to be in your body today. Notice areas where you frequently hold tension when you're under stress. And since we're going to be working towards a deeper meditation, we'll just affirm, I am capable of going deeper within myself to connect with spirit. I am capable of going deeper within myself to connect with spirit. And with that, we'll attune to breath, just taking arms out to the side and breathe your palms up overhead, bringing palms down past your torso and out. And just repeating a few times. And one more round. Ending in prayer hands, affirming I am capable of going deeper within myself to connect with spirit. Now breathe arms up in front of you. Separate your hands and bend forward in your hips. Reach for the floor, the mat. Stretching forward. And then walk your hands back in, bring them around behind you, and lift in the front of your body, your chin, your chest, your ribs. Open the shoulders, the solar plexus, just let it open up. And arch back a little bit, just loosen, lubricate those muscles around your spine. Now just set your palms onto the mat and bring your feet out just with knees, vertical, and lift your hips up into table pose. Feel your shoulders. You can move around a little bit. Lift your hips. And then lower back down. Stretch out your legs, shake them out. And feet and ankles, circle around. And reverse. And then sitting tall, up on your sitting bones, press the back of your legs down on the mat and press through your heels. Bring your palms next to your hips and press down, lifting, opening the shoulders, lifting the crown in Dandasana, staff pose. Now just bend your left knee, bring your right hand onto the knee or thigh, and just breathe your left arm up overhead. Reach up tall and come around using that leg for leverage. Bring your arm around behind you. You can also wrap your elbow around your leg. Just press into your edge. Flex the foot on the extended leg. Now lift your left arm up next to your ear, and just while your arm is overhead, just circle around in your wrist, reverse, press your palm up to the ceiling, and then curl the fingers under, and then squeeze your fingers, bring some energy down. Breathe and lift your fingertips up to the ceiling. Bring your arm back down behind you. Now, take that extended foot and turn the toes inward. Bring both hands onto the mat. Press down on your palms and lift your hips and stretch out that bent leg. Lay the foot on top of your right foot into a side plank and lengthen. Breathe. Contract in the abdomen. Reach your fingers to the stars. Now bring your right arm next to your ear. Reach in a nice long line from fingertips to toes. Now bring the hand forward, bend that left knee, and come back down onto the mat, facing center. Stretch out your left leg. Bring the right knee in. Flex the foot on the extended leg. Bring your left arm around and breathe. Lift your right arm up next to your ear. And on the out breath, pull around into your twist. Palm on the floor. And also, once again, you can bring your elbow around that leg if you wish. Full deep breaths here. And relax into your twist. All right, now press down in your sitting bones. Reach up and breathe with your right arm next to your ear. And then once again, circle around in your wrist. Reverse. You notice you're still in your twist. Now flex the palm, press it up as though you're holding up the ceiling with your palm. And then curl the fingers under, stretch the wrist. And then squeeze and stretch fingers. And then breathe fingertips to the stars. And breathe out as you bring your hand back down. Now take your left foot, whoops, take your left foot and turn it inwards. Bring both hands onto the mat. You can use the fingertips or palms. Lift your hips, come to the side, and just extend your right leg over so the foot is on top of the left foot. Bring your arm up. So legs are engaged, core muscles are working, arms are working. Breathe. Now bring your left arm next to your ear, making a nice long line, fingertips to toes. Now bring that hand forward Bend your right knee and let your hips come down onto the mat. Bring your knees under you, stretch out in a puppy stretch. Now turn your toes under, pull back, and just rock on the balls of your feet a few times to loosen in your toes and a little bit more in your ankles, down into your heels. Now let your knees come back down. Reach, slide your palms forward. Now just bring your hips forward and come into traction, just hanging and letting yourself relax. You can let the tops of your feet down if you wish, or you can keep your toes bent, whichever is best for you right now. But take up a little tuck in your hips, a little contraction to protect your low back, but stretch long away from your knees up through your crown. And now pull back. We'll come up into downward facing dog. So press down on the balls of your feet and just lift up and press back. A nice long line from your tailbone to your crown, drawing shoulders back. All right, just step your feet in towards your palms. Now bring your fingertips onto the mat, or you can hold on to your ankles if that is a little more comfortable for you, but lift up, lift your chin, lift your tailbone up, lift up onto your fingertips. Breathe. And breathe out as you come down over your legs. Breathe and lift. Monkey pose. Breathe out and lower. And one more time. Breathe. Hold here for a moment, tilting your hips up, stretching the back of your legs. And then soften your knees. And just take your arms out to the side as you come up, passing through chair pose as you bring arms overhead and press up and back. Lengthen. Lift your sternum to the sky. And press down on your feet and roll back up. Bring palms together. Pause for a moment. Press your feet down, connect with the earth, ground, and root into the earth. Legs are working, so muscles are engaged. Kneecaps are lifted. Tummy is lifted and pulled It's pulled up and in, long spine and back of the neck. Shoulder blades down. Let yourself relax here. And we'll come into a swan dive. So just breathe, arms up overhead. Reach, deep breath, open arms, and breathe out as you hinge forward in your hips. Now back up again, arms out, lift, breathe. Up and back for a moment, and exhale, come forward, swan dive. And up once again. And back. And forward. Just holding in center. Bring palms together, overlap one thumb. Reach the arms up. You can even squeeze your ears if you want to here. Now for a side stretch here, reach up through your fingertips. Feet can be hip width apart or together. Tadasana or Samasthiti. Breathe a deep breath. As you breathe out, press your hips to your right and take your arms, your torso over to the left. Reach through your fingers. Press down firmly in your feet, lift back up to center. Flow right on through to the other side. Inhale back up to center. Release your arms out and down and circle around, big circles with your shoulders. Loosen them up. Release any tension. Reverse your direction. Good. All right. Now, just step your left leg forward. Take the right leg back, keeping the heel lifted so feet are actually parallel here. And bring your hands onto your hips, just a place for them to pause. Okay. Hip bones pointing forward. And stretch through the back heel as you bend your front knee. Warrior one legs, but with emphasis on stretching the calf and the back of your right leg there. Now bring palms together in front of your heart and breathe a deep breath as you lift up. Breathe out, down to your hips, and breathe up. This time, hold the arms up overhead. Deepen your pose. You can gaze upward. And then bring your head back to center. Pull back in the front leg. And whoops, sorry. And step it in. Arms are still overhead. Sorry about that. I just slipped a little bit there. All right. And bring palms back in and onto your hips. Take your left leg back and feel the stretch from your heel up the back of your leg, up into the front where your psoas muscles are, your groin. Relax into the pose and then release your arms and breathe them up overhead and down. Breathe. Breathe out. And this time we'll breathe up and we'll hold. Reach up and then look up and relax in the hips, deepening your pose. Bring your head back to center and pull back in the front knee and step in the back foot. Bring palms together. All right. Pause here. Taking a deep breath. As you breathe out, press down into the earth, grounding. Send your roots down into the earth. And then breathe the energy up through your body, out the top of your head. And send your sparkles up to the stars. And then release your hands down to your sides, palms forward. Keep pressing your soles of your feet into the ground, into the mat. Open the chest and shoulders. Just mindful movement. And then just open your eyes if they're not already. Step back on your mat. Come down onto hands and knees. Separate your knees just the width of your hips. And we'll just work with some cat stretches. So nice long spine here. Breathe in your breath. Breathe out as you draw navel up to spine and spine up to the ceiling, chin to your chest. And inhale, reverse, lift the tailbone, lift the chin. One more, rounded cat. Breathe out. Arching cat. Breathe in. And breathe out just to neutral spine. All right, now come sitting in easy pose or any version of lotus that you wish. For Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. So long spine, lifting up. Take your right hand. For anyone new that's watching, participating, just bring in your index finger and the long finger, second finger. Just cup your hand. Bring your right thumb. So I'm not mirroring you for this part. Bring your right thumb up to your right nostril and close off the right nostril and breathe in through the left. So inhale left. Now place your ring finger and pinky finger on the left nostril. Exhale through the right. Breathe in through the right. Right thumb on right nostril. Exhale left. And that's one round. So just continue at your own pace for a few rounds. Let yourself sink into a deeper relaxation as you breathe. If you wish to count, to measure your breaths, inhale to a count of 4. Exhale, extend to a count of 8. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, starting a new Nadi Shodhana, but we're going to add one thing here. We're going to inhale to a count of 4. Close off both nostrils and hold your breath for 2 counts. And then close off the left nostril, breathe out through the right to a count of 8. So breathe in to a count of 4. Close off both nostrils, hold for 2 counts. Then exhale left nostril, count of 8. And we'll repeat that one more time. Now release your hands so both hands are on your knees. If you need a Kleenex, maybe you have one near you. Rest your hands, the back of your hands on your knees for a few breaths here. Let yourself relax deeply. I am capable of going deep within myself and connecting with spirit. I am capable of going deep within myself and connecting with spirit. And now soften, coming down into Shavasana and continuing to go deeper and deeper into a relaxed state. Relax your face and jaw. Focus on your breath, the rise and fall of your abdomen as you breathe. If you get lost, just bring your mind back to the breath, your abdomen. at your deepest point of relaxation for this practice. Generate the feeling, the emotion of gratitude. Whether you're thankful for one thing more than others, or if it's a blanket feeling of gratitude for everything in your life, intensify the emotion, make it stronger and stronger. And I invite you to maintain that emotion as you come back to awareness of your body, grateful for all the work your body does, much of it without any input from you consciously. And just start to bring some movement into fingers. Take your head side to side. Moving toes and ankles. And then lift your knees up to your chest. Wrap your arms around them. Give them a big hug. And just come over to one side and pause for a moment lying on your side. You can use your arm for a pillow. Still feeling gratitude. Roll onto your palms now and press up into sitting, still with your eyes closed. Create your mudra with your hands. And we'll chant Om 3 times in closing. So just take in your deep breath. Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. And as always, may peace flow in, through, and all around you. Bring your hands into prayer hands, Anjali Mudra, and Namaste.